Okay, I'm live. Hello, welcome to Goddess of Love Healings. Today's video is what is your purpose? And I've already drawn 9 cards from my Chakra Wisdom Oracle deck. And I'm going to roll some dice. Okay, got the dice this time. I forgot it last time. As always, there is to bring healing messages on a collective level and an individual level. So please take what resonates and leave the rest behind. And my microphone. Let me know if you can hear me. Okay. So a lot of people are out there wondering what their purpose is or said mission, right? Okay. So I'm going to tune into the energy of these cards that already got pulled out. So bear with me. Oh, yeah. There is going to be a channeled message. Okay. As always, I'm bringing in Reiki crystals energy here to help you prosper, release blockages. Who am I? I am a master intuitive energy healer, psychic medium, intuitively write soul messages, but that's not going to be in this video today. Just wanted to let you know who I am and what I do. And I'm here on not only on an individual journey myself, with healing my mind and my heart. So I basically work with the mental body and the emotional body, healing energies. And how I do that is I use my own master intuitive gifts to channel your current situations or whatever is in the current around. Sorry, I'm hearing energy come in already. Okay, so yeah, that's what I do around love, finances, wealth, health, faith, purpose, passions, and mission. Okay. All right. So the first thing I want to say is earlier today around noon, I was going through I was receiving downloads, and I didn't start the video then because I wanted to make sure that everything was set to do this video, but it all made sense. So I don't know who this message is for. Right. I got incense burning. I'm using the Lotus incense, and it's pink, and it is around love. Okay. So the channel messages, that the downloads that I was getting earlier, was not only part of my own experience of healing my mind or my mental space and my emotional space. Hold on. They're already talking. All right. Yeah, I'm getting to that. Okay, so yeah, they're already talking. So everybody wants to know about a purpose, okay? And this is because you're feeling lost or left out or abandoned or burdened, or you have no self-worth. Okay, purpose, you're always already serving a purpose just by being who you are, no matter where you're at in your journey. Okay. And my what I've experienced, and this is why I make these videos, to share my experiences so I can give it back to you, is about enlightenment and the discovery. Okay, so I'm being told to focus on discovery. Okay, and we're all trying to discover where we belong. Who do we belong with? Okay, there's not one person, place, or thing that we belong to. Okay, first of all, you are a piece of who created you. Okay, I don't know who that is for you, but to me, it is God, Jesus Christ, Holy Spirit. Okay, so whatever you use is fine. Okay, fine. So I don't want I want to clear that up right now. So there's no kind of conflict here on my channel or disagreements. Okay. And it's okay to have healthy disagreements, first of all. But it's unnecessary. We could totally communicate to each other by feeling emotion, compassion, and no judgment on this channel. There's no gender base, so it's masculine, feminine energy. Okay, them are the words you're going to hear: God, universe, Jesus Christ, Holy Spirit on my channel. Okay, that was my experience, my spiritual awakening. I am here for you through your spiritual awakening. As you can see, I kind of switched my background picture. Okay, so this is the masculine and feminine energy. Okay, as a couple, as a unity. So if you want, you can focus on that. So I'm here because I too am on a spiritual journey. Okay. And what I don't tell everybody is that I still struggle. I thought, I didn't want to share that. But I do. I still struggle mentally and emotionally, just not as much as I used to. Okay. And what I mean by struggle is it's who I give my mental space, who, where, and what I give my mental space and energy to. Okay. So I have secrets about my own spiritual path and my enlightenment, my discovery to enlighten my own mind, my own heart, and soul. So what happened to me, and I'll just say a little bit, was since I was 8 years old, I had this feeling of more being out there, but it was more unknown because I didn't know what the feeling meant. So at 8 years old, you don't. And well, even though my parents took very good care of us, I still felt lonely and isolated, and I was very unaware that I was an empath. I was an empath because of when I was born, the time and date, and energy that the moon cycles, the sun, and everything was in at my time and of birth and alignment. All right. So I am, in no labels. I am 100% human and I'm 100% spirit, as everyone else. And what I want to share about my journey first, before we get into this message, is really important because I too experienced it, is that everywhere that I focused my mind's energy, I brought to me. Okay, I brought these things that I thought to me and thought they were going to emotionally fulfill me. Okay, that was the thing. You think it, like my my expertise in relationships. So much value that I give back to the world around relationships and how I rebuilt my own self. Not that I was broken or anything was wrong with me. I'm just a truth seeker. Okay. And that was part of my mission. That is why I chose to be human in this, a soul as a human, sorry, a soul decided to be a human and have this human experience with you and with the whole world. So, yeah, I am going to just put it out there. I was put with my twin flame. I don't know if you know what a twin flame is. If you don't, just ask anytime. I will definitely answer your questions. So what a twin flame, I'm not getting into that yet, but a twin flame, starseed, light worker, way shower. So I was chosen. I was chosen before I was even incarnated into this human form, okay, into this feminine energy outside, and not knowing that I was both. Okay, I don't know if that makes sense, but I'm hoping so. I'm praying, I'm doing my best. Okay, so this is the thing. All right. I learned that I was very intuitive later in life. I mean, I knew, but I didn't know. Okay. So I just chased this thing that felt unknown to me. And that was one of my purposes. Okay. That was part of my double mission of healing my own mind and my own heart. Okay. So, like I said earlier, what that's not what I only do, but I am an energy healer. And what I did was I healed my own mind, which healed my life. Okay. In every area of my life. And this was my soul's attempt to get to know me. Okay. Get to know me and experience life with me. All right. But there was things in the way, along the way, in the journey. Please let me know if you can hear me when you pop on. I'm going to take a drink. Okay. So that was part of my double mission as being a brave soul coming here to manifest a human body and experience all kinds of stuff that like you do, which was stress, anxiety. I even was diagnosed bipolar at one point in my life. Not saying that is not a real thing. It is very real, where you have your highs and lows, but there is a way. Okay, there is a way to. Um, I'm looking for the. Okay. All right, Spirit saying just go with the flow. All right, so I'm just going with the flow here, like you, and living life and going through the struggles, the hard times, and it's not fair for me to keep this ancient wisdom, is what it is. It is from my ancestors, 7 generations, and much before that. Um, So it's not fair if I sit here and I just heal my own mind and my own broken heart that I had experienced, all the suffering and the burdens in my life and not give it back. So this is uh, my worth. I know my worth. Please forgive me if I start rambling because I am a divine channel. And I'm trying to stay on topic. So yeah, it was about me on a double mission. Okay. So you are too. All right, maybe you're not a twin flame. Not everybody is. There's 144,000 twin flames. Let me fix that. No, driving me crazy. Um, on the planet, but not just the twin flames. The twin flames, if they're conceived any children, are there to assist the twin flame. Okay, so we'll get to that later. But what I want to share is the downloads that came to me actually made me cry, because now I can see. I already seen the big picture. I already knew the big picture, but I'm always told by my guides and angels, and source, not to worry about all the in between. Just create. Just show up for yourself. Don't worry about having to know everything. And this is because it comes in when I step more into healing my feminine energy. Okay, and I've been doing that. I do that every day. Okay, every day that I'm faced with a challenge or some kind of struggle in my life, whether it's a relationship with a person, a place, or a specific thing, that we all have, right? We have a relationship to everything. Everything that we hold in our hand is a relationship, and that comes through the source. And I actually felt a oneness, like at 8 years old. I felt that. So I chased it, and I didn't know where it was going to take me. Well, needless to say, it took, and I was pissed off about this. I just want to share. I was like, God, what the fuck? I mean, why wait 42 years? Okay. Why wait 42 years to put me through the mud and the dirt and the mental and the physical and the emotional abuse? Now, hold on. I asked why. Why 42, God? And he showed me. Okay, he showed me 42. Why 42? Well, I needed that. Okay, I needed that not only to grow with you on a collective human scale and level, but also the spiritual scale and level and vibration. Okay, so I could come and be and master whatever I wanted to master. Okay, so whatever comes up in my life that is a struggle, I will take a step back. And now I have the tools to say, you know what, this is nothing I'm going to worry about, because it's a relationship that I have with, let's say it was Consumers Powers and I didn't pay my bill. So that's a relationship with a place. And at some point, I may not have paid my bill. Okay. So this is just a simple explanation I'm going to use. So I created that. So do you understand how you are your own creator? It's not that you are God. All right. You are not Jesus. And you do have your own spirit, which is the Holy Spirit. Okay. So when we go to make changes in our life, we don't sometimes have all the clarity and all the answers or take risks. And it's not that we're not meant to take risks, and it's just about making a decision. And once you make that decision, that becomes it's karmic. All right, so I'm making a choice to send you unconditional love today. So that karma is going to come back to me the way I send it, is what I'm saying. So if I don't pay my bills, that's what I created consciously. All right, just like we consciously choose relationships, and this is my expertise, we consciously choose relationships around love because we were taught to do it that way. Okay. But the real truth is that being a piece of the creator and having these intuitive nudges and feelings that you get, which could be red flags or green flags, whatever way you want to look at it. Now we're talking about relationships, is the intuitive being that you are is sensual, okay? And we've been shamed. We've held guilt and blame, just to name a few. But as far as a relationship, this is why I am valuable, okay? This is my value that I can give back to the world. This is why you can spend your hard-earned paycheck and work with me, okay? This is not just me being a master intuitive psychic medium, and I can come on here and bring spirits messages and cards. I'm more than that. All right, I'm more than that because I asked to be it. So this is what you're unaware of. If you're seeking a purpose, you already are the purpose. You're the purpose of being alive, and being able to breathe and exhale. That is your purpose, okay? That is your purpose. One purpose, but the main purpose. Because if we couldn't breathe in and exhale out, we wouldn't be here. The heart wouldn't beat. The mind wouldn't create, right? And who knows about your limbs, right? So you are always serving a purpose, just being. I want to let you know, wherever you are right now in work, career, finances, your love life, your health, your wealth, okay? It's perfect. Okay? You're not broken. You're awakening, okay? If it is feeling uncomfortable and you're really struggling, there's not enough money, there's not enough love, there's nothing but conflict and no resolution, okay? This is karma. All right? And what I mean by karma is, it is absolutely from not just this lifetime. And if you're someone that don't believe in past lives, then maybe you shouldn't be here, because I'm all about that. My guides and angels show me all my past lives to where I can change my current situation. And you can do this too. Okay. So past lives that we've lived and created, which were also energy. There are also experiences of how we thought, felt, and reacted. So with every action, all right, there has to be a price, which is karma. And maybe you don't know your past lives, okay? That's okay. You want to tune in to where you're at right now and your love life, your finances. And this is not just about past lives, okay? It is where it comes from, and we always bring it back to continue the lesson, okay? It turns this karma into a lesson. And this was my experience, okay? This is how I cleaned up my life. A lot of people are going to tell you, oh, karma's a bitch and this and that. Maybe for you, but I'm pretty grateful for karma. Okay. I'm grateful, and I have so much appreciation for karma. It's made me stronger. It's made me feel loved. It's made me feel blessed. It's made me feel protected. And just beyond brave. Okay. And each little step that I take and each little change that I make with what is I'm faced with, okay? And this is so practical. and makes so much sense. Okay. This has nothing to do even with my intuitive gifts. Okay. It's just common sense that what we put out must be returned as karma. So think about where you're at right now, whether it's love, work, career, right? Finances, your health. Um, there's some kind of debt there. And not just people you haven't even met yet, but your family, your loved ones, they've all been showing you this karmic debt. Okay. So let's say you don't have enough money every month. You're living off the system, and this is not a horrible thing because I also too did this. Excuse me, let me take a drink. Okay. So this is what I was taught. I was taught to be codependent, and I'm really still trying to figure this part out. But I was taught to be codependent, and not that it's anyone's fault or that I can blame anyone. No one ruined my life. They might have stole a little bit of my what I could have created, right, on my own. But we were taught that things were supposed to be one way. So a lot of us that had lack mentality, and I too had this, past tense, and I can show you how not to be in this energy. So, not just past life karma, but right now, what you're still living, and not learning and in the wheel, in the loop, and recreating. Okay. So we have these thoughts that there's just not enough money to go around. This is what we're shown. Okay. This is not true. God gave us so many resources, okay, to line up our energy with by asking, simply asking. All right. I ain't even got to the card yet. But if you are lack of money, all right, there's a block. All right. There's a repeated habit, pattern, or belief system that is holding all the money in the universe in your vortex of asking, God help me. God help me. God help me. I'm praying to God, but nothing's coming. Okay. Your vortex is full. And the only reason you're not receiving this is because you're at an impasse. Okay. Or you're allowing someone else to be putting you in an impasse. You have to allow it. Okay. You're the creator. Okay. So if you want more money, you have to get that block out of the way. And it could be mental and emotional. All right. And you can see it. It is real. It is tangible in the physical reality. Okay. Whatever is not feeling good and you're not experiencing joy and you're not traveling the world, let's say, you don't have enough time with your kids because you work so hard. All right. Not saying you can't work, but you really don't have to work so hard. Right. This is all to do with your feminine energy. So this may be distorted. All right. So that's who I am. That's what I do. I use my own intuitive gifts. And I had to master this. This was not something that Source said, okay, go ahead, start doing it. Nope. That's like putting bread in the oven, couldn't your mouth's watering, you can't wait till it gets out and it is so done and juicy and fresh, right? And still warm. Okay, that's how I had to do it. I did not get pulled out of the oven before my time. I pulled myself out. Okay, I pulled myself out, which put me at a block, an impasse. It was not. It was not what you really want to experience. But I did. So I'm that now. I know that the journey and the spiritual awakening, they come slowly and naturally. They also come, just like mine did. So that's why for 4 years straight, probably longer, I stopped watching the news. I was told to. Okay. I was shown that God's got this. Okay. These are things we can't change, right? Just like the serenity prayer. Surrender what you cannot change and change the things you can. And change is fucking scary. All right. I was also, um, I wouldn't say really scared because I kind of had this knowing that, yeah, I think I'm on the right target. I think I'm on my path. I think, you know, and I feel it. So, okay, you might be one of those people. You might know, you might not. So that's why I come here today, um, to talk about purpose and passions and mission. All right. So your source that created you wants you to have everything you ask for. There's only one way to get it, is to show up for you. But sometimes we don't show up for ourselves because we're afraid. We're afraid to be judged. We're afraid, um, to be laughed at and, ridiculed and put down. You know, it's normal, it's natural, but that is a block. Okay. And it's just energy, and we can take that right out of there, and you'll be doing what I'm doing or something even better, with your life. And I mean, this is for every area of your life. You get to, okay, you get to change the way you communicate to yourself, to your children, and it just changes like magic. Okay. It doesn't happen always overnight. It can, absolutely. Um, but you get to be your own guru. Okay. I don't call myself that. I hate labels. I hate people just saying Amy. You know, I'm not just a mom. I am these things still in my human experience, but on a soul level, I'm here on a collective level. All right. It's not no more in an individual self serving world. It's not a self serving for me, anyways. All right. So I had to accept that. All right. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to tune into the energy. All right. I'm calling in your team and spirit, your higher self, your, um, God, goddess energy, whatever it is to you. All right. So that was the discovery to my enlightenment. That's how I keep using my own mind to raise this level of being, okay? Being human, having the struggles from the past. They totally changed me. They changed me so much. They made me so strong inside. But what I want to say is, no, I wasn't always this way. I too, um, was confused about a purpose. That's what woke me. It's like I just don't want to be in my body anymore. I am so sick and tired of the loop and the struggle and the lack and feeling so unstable, mentally. And I was listening to everybody else. So I made that my belief. So what I did through my spiritual awakening and my discovery, that my soul's attempt to get to know me and lead me instead of all the inner child wounds that I had accepted as my own. All right. And this is to do with seeing and feeling and embracing life only one way. Only one way. You know, yeah, I am a feminine on the outside, but I have masculine energy. And that we were not aware of. All right. So I had to accept that. I had to accept, like, okay, I'm an individual. And I'm going to show you the cards. So, acceptance. I am this individual as you, being led by spirit, right? Piece of the pie. I'm a piece of the pie. So, whether you chose it or you didn't choose your experiences that you're having currently right now, okay? So, it can work both ways. There's still a whole pie that's not been ate, okay? So this is on a collective level. I take my piece of pie out of the collective level, right? And I had to accept that it was okay to be confused for a while. It was okay to be listening to what I listened to, right? I needed that. I needed this time of confusion so I could set in this energy that felt like this, blocked. My path was blocked. My purpose, my passions, my mission. It was all at an impasse. I was standing in my own way, okay, is what I'm saying. Or I allowed others to block my path. So for me, it was relationships. Lesson learned. I know the red flags. I have developed very high perception and discernment. This was my discovery and my enlightenment. There was something for me to communicate and perfect. All right. And it's never going to be perfect. All right. But the thing is, I'm not just a single piece of pie anymore. I'm here for the collective. And that's my part. It's my part of why I was created, to breathe in and exhale. Okay. So, and no one can accept this for you. This is why I focus on self-love, self-care, and self. Okay. I had to leave things behind that felt like a sacrifice. And really, it changed my life. And it opened my eyes to seeing even a higher perspective of who I am as a whole. Okay. So this is my part. Acceptance of, you know, there's a whole pie. If you want more money, ask. There's a whole pie. The universe is unlimited to prosperity and abundance that you ask for, which has to come in an opportunity, does it not? So when it comes to an opportunity, sometimes we don't take all the opportunities because we have this limited belief and mindset and self-image. Okay, it's around your self-image. So I had to accept that I am bigger than just this one piece. I am still part of you, the collective. And I have a value to give back to you, to the world. So I know you're confused. You're confused about where you belong, and you're tired of fitting in. You're tired of just saying, you know, I'm going to get up and live. I don't even know if I'm going to make it. It's like live and die, right? Yeah, we do that, but it's the physical body that dies. And that's by our choices. Mentally, where we focus our energy, and emotionally, who we give our love to. Who is deserving? You are first and foremost. Okay, that was my discovery to my higher alignment. Okay, so confusion is not bad. All right, not being able to accept yourself is not bad. It's a lesson. There's something that, and this is on the collective level where we are so confused and we put ourselves at this impasse. We block our own way forward. We ask for it, come into full acceptance. We know we're this individual and a whole. We're connected to the whole pie. So once you accept that it's okay to be confused or not confused, whichever one you're flowing with, please take what resonates. But we judge ourselves for even being confused. And the creator is like, you're perfect. You're perfect. You're fine right where you are. You're always on target. Right? This is the discovery right here. You see the creator, your angels, your loved ones, whatever it is to you, God, Jesus Christ. Right? So it was about self-love. The discovery was that we experienced the first parts of our life loving outside of ourselves so much, we lost ourselves in relationships. We lost ourselves even putting our parents on a pedestal when we should never have. Okay? And I don't mean nothing not trying to hurt anybody like that, because I love my mom. I loved my dad. But I put my dad on this freaking pedestal that I should have never put him on, because he left the physical world not really on nobody's pedestal. Let's just say that. All right. And that too put me in an impasse. I was very confused. Like, why? Why would this happen? But if I wouldn't ask these questions, why, I would have never got the answers from the universe. My soul's attempt to get to know me answered those. I wanted to feel love, okay? Because no matter how much of myself I lost in other relationships, which was all of me, to where I was literally emotionally and mentally not okay. I wanted to die. I just wanted to not be in my body anymore. I didn't want to think about love anymore. I didn't want to try anymore. Well, that was because I didn't really know. I didn't know I had a choice. I didn't know I had a choice to put me first. Like, I was a perfect partner. I did everything I was asked to do. But I never did one thing that my soul was guiding me to do for me. Okay. So I lost myself. I lost myself in a lot of relationships, and I was able to find myself by being with me. And it wasn't about what I liked and disliked. Okay. It wasn't about right or wrong. I took all them labels out and I seen a bigger picture. Said, I know where I come from. I come from the same creator you come from. We all want to experience happiness, joy, love. But I wasn't having that. It was part-time, kind of, it was in and out. It was a flash here and a flash there. So that was my discovery, that this perfection that I was trying to be. It wasn't for me, it was for everybody else. I couldn't be myself. I couldn't share my feelings. So I don't know if you resonate. Please let me know if you resonate to this video. Because I am very valuable as I am. So are you. You're not broken. You don't need to fix anything unless it's broken. Okay? Like your car. If your car's broken, fix it. All right? If you broke your finger, fix it. Go to a doctor. All right? So this is the intuitive being that we are, and we were all unaware of it. So that was my amazing discovery, So I want to help others. I want to show you, like through these educational videos and intuitive healing videos, that through my own self-acceptance, that I wasn't broken. There wasn't nothing wrong with me because of other people's self-image they had of me. I just was confused because I was believing that I was that image. When the Creator, God, universe, whatever it is to you, created me with imperfections, okay? Created me to be confused, created me to have joy and a passion of my own. And this is called faith, and it was shown to me at 8 years old. And I chased it. I still chase it. I'm still a truth seeker. I will always, always, always serve you with bringing you your own truth and justice and balancing whatever area of life needs balancing, because I did it all. All right. So I took these dreams that I was given by my spiritual team, and I turned them into a project. Okay. I love creating things. So as a master intuitive medium, I would channel more dreams, more past lives. And I'll tell you, most of the relationships I had in this life, I've had in past lives that were not too much different from this life. But I took all those and I said, you know what? I'm being told to like reverse psychology. Like, okay, stop the loop, stop the pattern. This is not where I'm at anymore. I'm here. I am in a completely different body, experiences, but with the same person. How can I change this? And remember this, you don't need to know. You don't need to know if you were in a past life. You just do. Okay, because if it's not serving you mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually, all right, it's not. It's definitely a karmic debt. Okay, a karmic relationship. And you can have karmic relationships with soulmates, okay? And twin flames, all right? Because I seen them. I seen them with my daughter's dad. I seen them with my son's dad. And not moments before I woke up, this is how, this is almost funny, okay? My son didn't really get to know his dad, okay? And I'm sure I had some kind of part, sorry about that, and creation, because I create my own misery. I create my own happiness with the way I think and the way I feel and the way I act. So, like I said in the beginning of the video, I consciously chose relationships. Okay. I've done it for eons and eons of lifetimes. I've seen it. But to have the same but different year, time and age, but really I look the same. And the way the relationship turned out in this life is it was part of what I saw in the past life. Okay, so I was the perfect partner. Again, this person, all I did was yell at me and scream at me and call me a whore and call me this, call me that, when he was the one standing there drunk, right? He was the one that, in that life, obviously, that it didn't end well, okay? And it didn't end well in this one, again. But it's not, like, karma is not something you have to go see a person. Let's say you do know, okay, about past lives, or you don't. Karma is something that only you can accept as your own creation, where you were confused and you did not know, is where the creator comes in and puts you at this impasse and puts this person, this place, this thing in front of you to say, okay, you don't got to keep learning this lesson. I'm going to see if you learned it. It could be called a test or, whatever it is. It is definitely a test to see if you're still blocked. Are you ready to receive everything that you're asking for? Because love comes at a high freaking price, dude. Comes at a high price. And it's also the true abundance and prosperity and love story that is your legacy. Okay. So that too is your purpose. That's your double mission as well. So whatever you're experiencing right now, and let's say love, because this is my expertise, I want you to think about, does this person serve you mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually? All right. All four are totally important. You can't leave one out, right? Because then you're at an impasse. You got to sit there and be confused and say, well, how much more of this am I going to put up with? If you're saying that, it's your soul's attempt to express itself and say, you know what, to this person, this is not working. This is just leaving me more confused, more out in the cold, more feeling abandoned or rejected, or, that I have to perfect more of me to make this work. No. Mm-mm. Number one, we're not here to change for anybody else but ourselves, whatever area that is for you. So that can give you clarity right there. When you first accept that it is okay where you're at, because it's not just the human experience, it is growing on a soul expansion, the soul's level. And we need so much more of this to even change what you're seeing happening right now in the world. Okay. That's what the lockdown, the corona, that's what it was brought to us for. It was to put us in our own space. And it did that. I was already there, but it has done that. That is the discovery to more self-love, self-care, nurture the self. So you don't have to, in a feminine, like me being a feminine outside, I experienced the masculine energy where I needed to be defensive and react and fight back. So it was a fight or flight. It was fight or flight, run or stay. Now I get to be me. I get to express myself with confidence, with clarity. It's not that I still don't sometimes get confused, because I put myself at certain impasse, and that's okay. But I know how to get out of it a lot smoother. I don't have to go through the lesson. All right. So I'm truly living my own true love story. I'm married to my own soul. I watch love unfold. Okay. Because that's what we're all meant to watch. We're supposed to experience love in this abundance and so many different forms of love. Okay. And they're through feelings, through fear. They're feelings, fear you're going to lose somebody. All right. That's something that's your sensational being saying, yes, express that, accept that. Okay. Not holding on to it, but accept it in that present moment, because that's all it is. It's this fear in the present moment. You could always take a step back and not be in that fear, not be confused. So whether you're confused or not confused, you're perfect. Okay? There's nothing broken. There's nothing needs to be fixed. That's it. This is your soul's attempt. See? This is the soul. This is you. Okay, you look small. You feel small. You're just small. But the soul is huge. And it has something to say, mainly to you. Okay? So this is also about the way the soul knows we communicate to others, we communicate to ourselves. All right? That's a gift. That is love. All right? That is a perceived love. If it is leaving you confused and not able to accept where you're at right now, it's a perceived love. It's not truly what it is. You're not living your joy, your passion, and by faith, which is the soul's purpose. So live in your joy. You're loving what you're doing. You're loving what you're creating. You're loving what you're speaking. You're loving what you're acting on. It's a gift, right? And God's sitting here. He's got your back. The universe, whatever it is, your belief system, okay? I'm not here to change that. Acceptance, okay? Acceptance. The acceptance is that you can change your own belief if you want, We are not meant to only stick with this one system, this one belief, that we don't have the right to change our mind, or we don't have the right to feel happy, right? Or joyful. So that is the discovery to enlightenment, all right? You're being led since you're a child by your Heavenly Father right here, okay? This is your power. This is your discovery. So, yeah, we're both. We're feminine and we're masculine, and this can totally get distorted by needing to feel perfect and perfect certain aspects of who you were meant to be in relationships, okay? If you can't be, who you are, exactly where you're at, then it's going to feel uncomfortable. Okay? It's going to be really uncomfortable. You're going to have anxiety and stress, and you're going to be always in your mind and this loop, and there's this thought pattern, all right, that will recreate the present moment for you, which the present moment is the future. So whatever you're creating right now in this present moment is going to be your future. All right. So the discovery is what enlightened you. Okay. What lights you up that you love life? All right. A way to make money. What is that? Okay. You're going to feel really passionate about it. And this is your purpose, a purpose. You got many, right? Just choose one. Choose one. And it might be serving elderly, okay? It might be you might enjoy going to the beach and collecting shells, okay? So that might be your passion and give you joy. And whatever that is that you love doing, step into that. Be it right now. Don't wait. Don't wait till tomorrow. I almost put this video off because after my meditation, I was so relaxed, I fell asleep. I said I was doing it at 3, and I said, oh my God, nope, I'm showing up. I'm passionate about this. I have value to give. You can feel safe with your hard-earned money to work with me. Okay? That's what I'm passionate about. But this is how I make my money. This is my life. And it needed to be perfected in divine timing with all my confusion, with all the impasses, the struggles, the lack of money, everything. The lack of feeling loved, appreciated. You know what? I appreciate me. Look, okay. Love yourself, know yourself, help yourself, be yourself, trust yourself. All right? And my place was cold, so I got 2 shirts on, so don't mind the way I look. So get yourself some crystals, okay? Start working with some crystals. Mine find me, okay? I walk into the room and I just know. Or you can feel it. So yeah, faith. This is the last card. Okay, this is the divine saying, I have faith in you. I have total faith in you. I love you. You are safe. You are safe to do this, what you love. You are safe to have joy and express your own type of perfection. Okay? Exactly who you are. Right now. Okay? So this is the crown chakra. All right? That's God in the background. And it looks like have faith. Maybe, I'm actually getting a message that he's like, please take a step back. I got this. I got the world here, the angel, right? And it's also for some to know that, you are part of this creation, right? The feminine energy, the masculine energy, right? Have faith. Also feeling through the self-acceptance and even the confusion and all the impasses, you've had faith. You've had faith. You've prayed. You've asked. You've received. So there's some out there. They already knows and maybe wanted a verification video. Okay, right? So Um, the universe has your back. It's the attempt of your own soul trying to guide you and help you perfect whatever area you want to perfect. And we can get very confused. Jesus was confused about his purpose, right? He didn't exactly know what he was doing. He just did it. He felt this was his discovery to teach about love, how to love one another as the Father loved him. He knew, all right? This was his way to enlightenment. This was his passion. He loved it. You know, it brought him joy, and he brought others joy doing it. But most of all, he had faith. He had faith in his Father that, and he also lost faith. So it's okay if you lose faith, but get back on because God has your back. Every time you ask for something, he enlightened you through your own soul's expression. Okay. So if it's not inspiring and empowering and lifting, and if it's not serving you mentally and emotionally and physically in the physical, all right, like I make money doing this. So it's serving me. It's serving me to serve you. I come to serve. This was my choice as a soul. I wanted to perfect my own experiences, learn the lessons, and receive back the karma that I give now. So I didn't always have great karma. Okay. So I went without. I've been in this lack mentality. I've been lived off government systems and supported my family, and that was so confusing because I was still never enough. Okay? It was never enough. I needed to seek more. I need to stand in my own belief and not the ones that I seen didn't work for my ancestors. Okay, that still kept them in the loop and still kept them out of this enlightenment, the discovery to what passion that lives in their own soul to bring joy not only to yourself but to the world on a collective level. Okay, so work with crystals. This is a rose quartz crystal. All right, it's pink, and not really sure this is, but most black stones are for protection, um, to keep out psychic attacks. And we're all psychic, all right? We're all intuitive beings. We're all psychic. Just not everybody is so mastered at it. I am. That was my mission, and I love being this. I love it. I could step into any energy, call in any energy that I have experienced from past lives that I assisted. This is my only. I feel like that I done this for eons and eons of lifetimes because it was so easy when my soul's attempt was to awaken me. I wasn't scared anymore. I was like, man, why do I worry about this? This isn't something I got to worry about. The universe has my back, and I know it. Somewhere in me, I knew it. And I felt I'm no more at this impasse in that moment. But that moment was very intense for me. And it happened so fast and so intense that I wanted to know more. Just like at 8 years old. Same feeling, just different. I was older. I could understand more, but it still left me confused. And I still had impasse. I still felt the lack, and I had to change the people, places, and things. I had to change. You can't keep repeating the same things and expect a different result. All right. So, yeah, self love, self care, self acceptance, all of it. Just accept it. It's part of you perfecting your journey. It's not about you perfecting you because you're already perfect. You're imperfect and perfect at the same time. All right. So, whatever you love, you lose track of time, you know, you feel like you're just sitting here and you're aging and you're withering away. There is a passion that is inside you to discover. Okay. And whatever that is, I want you to keep having faith. Don't give up on it. Okay. No matter if you get confused, come to me. Ask me anything about your passion. All right. But whatever is lighting you up, whatever you lose track of time being and doing, all right, there's a message there. All right. Maybe you love to work with kids or the elderly. All right. Maybe you like to bring other people joy. All right. But just don't forget about yourself. Remember in the beginning of the video, don't lose yourself. Don't lose yourself anymore. Because it's really important to always fill your own cup up. All right. That's the only way to master any area of your life and have enough energy and life force to help someone else, to show someone else, right? To guide someone else. If you haven't walked the path, you're not in that space yet to help someone else. It's you. You need to ask and not be afraid to ask, okay? There's no shame, and you shouldn't have any guilt or shame, all right? All right? So there is been this place where we had to accept where we're at. And a lot of us felt other people's guilt. A lot of us needed to work on the sacral chakra to even, and this is orange, okay? The sacral chakra is about your passion, your drive. It's about your sensuality, right? Maybe there's some guilt around feeling passionate. You know, maybe you learned this, and I can't say where you learned it. It ain't just the parents, but it starts there. Okay. So it starts there. And it is energy. It is pure this energy. So if you could take the human form completely away and just be energy, right? Where would you focus it? Right? Where would you focus it? Because you wouldn't see all the imperfections. You wouldn't feel broken. You wouldn't feel, you wouldn't feel like you are not seen or you're not heard, right? Or you don't have a place of belonging in the whole pie, right? Take your piece of pie. There's plenty of pie here. There's plenty of energy, and this is the pie, right? This is the way I'm being shown to express it, is right. Our ancestors, our loved ones are guiding us. Go ahead. This is too your piece of pie. There's plenty of money, right? If we think of money as energy, there's plenty. There's plenty. Just replenish that energy with self-love, self-care. This is the double mission. It is a wonderful feeling. All right. I held myself back in my passions because of the label even being an earth angel. I don't want to come out here and seem like I'm better than you. I'm not. I just asked. I kept asking, why? We're told not to ask questions. Don't question God. God wants you to question everything. Question everything. That is why you're confused. You're not asking questions. You're not asking enough. You're not asking enough about anything. What is enlightenment? What am I here to discover about myself? Why did I choose my mom? Why did I choose my dad? Why do I carry my father's guilt or my mother's guilt or shame? Right? Not meant for you to carry no more. You are here to perfect your life the way you want to live it, the way you want to express it. Right? That's the discovery. And if you're not asking questions, you're not learning these lessons. You're being more confused, more at an impasse, feeling more guilty, feeling like you're not serving a purpose already. You are. You're alive. You're breathing. You're discovering that everything out there is perfect. You give what you cannot change over to the Creator. Okay? He's created this. He can only end it. Okay? And there's no end. There's really no end. It's energy. You cannot destroy it, and you cannot recreate energy. It just is. So, excuse me. Wherever your focus is right now, make sure it is feeding you intellectually, emotionally, physically, and spiritually. If it is not, it is depleting this life force and making you at impasse in your life, not knowing who you even are. All right. Ask, where do I come from? How did I get here? Like, I literally had guilt I didn't know I had. I had other people's guilt I didn't know I had. And I too had to accept that and ask questions. Well, why do I have this? Okay, what is it? What am I learning from it? I was told, you're better off seen and not heard. So for a lot of my life, I was very shy to even speak my truth or ask questions or discover anything. All right. So I'm here to liberate you. All right. On not just a physical level, on a soul level. All right. I am chosen. You are chosen. You were chosen for something. You just have to seek it. Okay. And if you're seeing this video right now, you're meant to. This is timeless. So you can see it a year from now, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, a week, a day. It's meant for you to see. Okay. So with that being said, I'm going to roll the dice. As promised, I didn't forget. Oh, I dropped one. Okay, let's re-roll that. We got a 4 and a 2 is a 6, which is love. Okay. 2, partnerships, relationships, with whatever that is to you. 4, about stability. It's about your own inner stability, the way you think, feel, and choose to act. Okay. It's about the outer stability. It's about security and finances, right? The lack we talked about and being confused and how to make. A lot of us don't believe, I feel like I need to say this, that we're allowed to have a residual income outside of a work, outside of one passion, right? Something that brings joy and enlightenment to others is the key. That is what we signed up for, folks. We signed up to experience the first half of our life here without knowing these things. And now it's time to experience the knowledge and your own inner ancient wisdom that exists. past lives, your current situation right now. Okay, so I'm going to get off here. Please like, share, subscribe, and just be you. If I could give you one great thing to take right now, be you. Accept where you're at right now, but start asking questions, because the universe is always sending the messages. There are loved ones that's gone before you are always there inspiring you to say, I want more for me. Maybe you're someone that's very passionate about being a mother, right? Maybe you're someone that didn't have that kind of mother and you want to express it in the world, and maybe you're passionate about that, because I am too. I am passionate about bringing spiritual truth to our children to change this. I am a change maker, okay? That's change agent, I just heard. Okay, so I'm a change agent, and you can be too. But it has to start with this single piece of pie and how to fit in the whole, all right? Just know you're okay. God's got your back. The universe got your back. I got your back. I signed up for this. This is the way I make my money. I am liberated and free from this karmic debt. Now I just get to sit back and be who I am from the source energy. I am both masculine and feminine. My soul tells me when to take action, when not to take action. My higher self is channeling all this energy right now to me to communicate, as I am a master builder of unconditional love. And that's how I changed the way my life was headed. Okay, my life was not headed here. Well, it always was, but if I wouldn't have made a decision to say, you know what, I'm done being confused and where I belong and what is my self-worth, and, you know, how can I bring value back to the world through my relationship issues that I had, my marriage, 2 marriages that failed, you know. Now I'm married to my own soul, and I don't give a shit about marrying someone else. You know, I don't need to. I get to. All right, I get to use great discernment at who has my back, who has my highest and greatest good, and who does not. Okay, but I know the universe does. Your higher self does. All your loved ones that had your highest and greatest good here on physical world that's crossed over, they still have your highest and greatest good, and they're helping you. They're guiding you. There is not one way to be, okay? Not one way to express who you are. There is not one way through self-acceptance, right? It just is. So I'm out of here. I love you guys. It's 6:19. The video is at 1:24, 1:44. Okay. All right. That's enough. All right. I love you guys. Take what resonates, leave the rest. Roll the dice, take risks for you. Okay. You. And you have to be this way for a little bit, right? That's how you get there. All right. But if you have any questions, leave it in the comments. As you can see, I evolve, and I am through my own self-discovery of the whole and individual acceptance. I am raising higher and higher in energy and the vibration And that's what we all get to do, so we can be change agents. Get out of the loop. All right. Get out of that mindset that there isn't enough love, there isn't enough this, that, and the other thing. Once you're unblocked, it's all coming in. It's going to come in like this tsunami, all right, of prosperity and abundance of love in all of its forms from the divine. All right. Keep your faith. Don't give up hope. You're stronger than you know. Love and light. Bye for now.